Hi, my name is John and you're watching the Olive Drab Alliance, and today we're going to be making a simple shelter out of items that we got from Harbor Freight. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need for this shelter is some kind of cordage. And at Harbor Freight I found, and you can find too, what appears to be 550 paracord. But upon further inspection, let's see here, safe working load 160 pounds. So this is not 550 cord. That would have a working load of 550 pounds. But it's Harbor Freight, people. We're working with what the gods of Harbor Freight gave us, and we're going to start with this. Hey, you leave that, hey, leave that alone. For our next ingredient, we're going to be using this 6-foot by 8-foot canvas tarp. Again, from Harbor Freight. They got these canvas tarps in a couple different sizes. This is their smallest size. I believe the other one is 8 by 10, and then they have a 12-foot by 20-foot. This tarp does have pretty decent grommets in the corners and along the edges. We're just going to go ahead and take a little bit of that paracord and add a little loop to this. Our shelter is starting to take shape, but now we need a couple stakes to put in the ground to hold everything in place. To harvest those, I'm going to use my Harbor Freight folding saw. This was what, $6.99, maybe $8.99. This is not for you, buddy. I need these. Okay, you can have this one. Well, we've harvested a couple little sticks. We're going to turn these into tent stakes for our shelter. That job requires a knife. And I brought along my favorite. This is called the Keys. It's named after Gary Busey's character in Predator 2. It's from Buttonhook Forge. Now my friend Scott over there at Buttonhook Forge, he lives just right down the road from me. He's a U.S. Marine veteran. He's a good family man, and he makes a heck of a knife. As a matter of fact, he makes several very nice knives. So if you're interested in the one I just showed, or you want to check out some of his other wares, I'll leave a link down in the comments, and I'll leave a link in the description. I'll leave a link wherever I can. You should be able to find it. Go ahead and check on it. Buttonhook Forge. In case you've ever wondered what a shelter would look like made out of that tarp that comes from Harbor Freight. There's one example of one way you could do it. This is just quick, down and dirty. Took only a few minutes from start to finish. But we're not finished yet, because now that we've got something over our heads to keep us dry, we need something to sleep on, we need something to sleep in. Also, this tarp does have a few extra grommets. I might put a few extra stakes in there. Just, it's kind of windy today, and I want to keep the edges from lifting up and letting all that cold air in. And we're not done yet. Harbor Freight is full of surprises, and we got one more surprise item that you can get from Harbor Freight to use with this shelter. Harbor Freight sells moving blankets. This one just happens to come in camouflage, one of my favorite colors. And it's 72 inches by 80 inches. They do sell different sizes. I think this is probably one of their larger sizes. The other ones came in kind of a dark gray color. But look at that, it's pretty much just a padded, quilted thin blanket. It's large. I would say it's probably not quite queen size, but large enough for a twin bed. So, is it thick enough for these cold November nights here in northwestern Illinois? Whew, it gets pretty cold here. I think tonight probably around 30 degrees, so maybe double up on the Harbor Freight moving blanket. But look, even folded in half, a guy as husky as I am, I could lay this on the ground and have enough to cover myself up with. I'm not trying to stand here and tell you that Harbor Freight has the best stuff in the whole world. Oh my God, it's just as good as X, Y, or Z. I'm not. If you live in the States, chances are there's a Harbor Freight near you within driving distance, so it's available, it's accessible. The price is pretty good compared to high quality name brand stuff. Is this the best? Absolutely not. Is this what you would want to have? Well, if money was no issue, then definitely not. But we all know money is an issue, so if you're on a budget, just starting out or looking for some backup gear, something to put in the cash somewhere, the stuff from Harbor Freight will do the trick. What are you doing? You want to say hello to everybody? I'll see you all down the trail somewhere. Until then, have a great day.